Joining us on the line now is singer and member of the pop group Steps. It's Lisa Scott-Lee. She's with us because to mark the 20th anniversary, can't believe it's been 20 years, of her first solo single, Lately, she's announced the upcoming release of the Unleashed Deluxe edition of her debut album, Never or Now. The album features the singles Lately, Too Far Gone and Electric, and features all the B-sides, 3 unreleased new tracks and favourite remixes. It's available to pre-order now at plasticpop.co.uk and due for release in August. Welcome to the show, Lisa.
Oh, Hannah, that was a lovely introduction. Thank you so much. And how are you?
I'm all right, thank you. How are you? It's been how many years? We're trying to work it out.
I know, we met many years ago, didn't we, in Spain doing radio. So it's really lovely to speak to you again. As for the number of years, I wouldn't like to guess.
No, exactly. Not sure. So how have you been? I mean, I've been following what you've been up to. You've been on tour with Steps. It's been crazy.
Yes, that's right. Yes, we've just completed another arena tour in the UK, playing places like the London's O2 Arena. It's 20,000 people. You know, it's just wonderful that after 25 years, there's still a lot of love out there for Steps. And you know, from a personal point of view, I'm still doing what I love doing, and that's performing.
Yeah, wonderful. It must be so nice being on stage, singing the songs, doing the dances, and having all those people doing it all back at you.
It is. That's it. And I think, you know, music's universal. And so the great thing is, you know, regardless of what country you're from, what language you speak, nationalities, you know, everybody can kind of see Steps up on the stage, performing, singing, dancing. And, you know, the music's just got such a great feel-good vibe. And I think that's what people need. You know, it's just lovely to just let your hair down, have some escapism and have fun.
Definitely. I was going to say that, you know, with the years we had of COVID and, you know, not great times for lots of people for lots of different reasons.
Absolutely.
The music of Steps, you know, upbeat pop music is exactly what people need, I think. So it's really the right time to kind of to get people up and singing and dancing again, isn't it?
I think you're right, Hannah. That's it. You know, like you say, no, it's been a very difficult time for people all over the world, globally, and you know, in you know, all sorts of different industries, and I think, you know, to really come together through music and have that connection, and just spread a little happiness. You know, that's what Steps has always been about. We don't take ourselves too seriously. We've had fans from all over the world come to the UK to watch us in concert. You know, from Spain, you know, lots of places in Europe, as far as America, you know, Far East Asia. This is just, you know, Southeast Asia, and so many places, Australia. So I just think it's really lovely to be able to, you know, connect with so many people all over the world. And you know, here I am talking to you again today.
Great stuff. So amazing, 20 years since you did Lately. I mean, what's it like kind of looking back to that time?
Do you know, well, firstly, I can't believe it's been 20 years. And do you know what's lovely? When you start out as a young pop star in this business, you know, you really don't know much about the industry. You're learning about, obviously, the business side and also performing. You know, you're learning your craft up on stage. And you don't think one day that you're going to have children. And think that, you know, the nicest thing is I've got a solo album that I wrote, you know, 20 years ago that I'm so proud of. Steps has always been, you know, my first priority and always will be. And you know, the music is different in the way that it's, you know, very much pop, you know, along those lines. And then with my solo album, and actually, you know, from a personal point of view, musically, that's what I like listening to when I'm getting ready to go out. I love my dance music. So there's a lot of pop dance on my album. And there's a beautiful ballad that I wrote as well. So it's really lovely to just have a bit of that creative freedom. You know, obviously I love being a band, and when you're choosing songs for the new album and things, or your set list for our new tour, there's always an element of compromise, which is absolutely fine. But when it's your baby, when it's your album, you know, there's no musical compromise. You're singing the lyrics that you've written and about subjects that are close to your heart. So Yeah, I think it's very different. I think they're both equally special and wonderful. And like I say, it's really lovely to have a solo album I can now play to my children and say, and this is what Mummy does.
Oh, it's great to have both, I guess, isn't it? To have
It is.
the stuff with the
I'm
group and
very
your
blessed.
solo.
Absolutely. I'm
Yeah.
lucky girl. I really do appreciate it as well, though. And I still have the same zest and energy and love for the industry and for performing as I always did back in the day. So I actually, at that point, I should say a big thank you to everybody listening that supported Steps and myself, because, we wouldn't be here without you.
Oh. And have you been back in the studio recently then to do some new tracks for this?
Well, I haven't actually thought for this album, because as you say, we've literally just finished touring with Steps, and we released a new album only a few months ago, which thankfully went to number one again after 25 years. That's our ultimate collection, with all of our hits on there, and new music as well. So I've been so busy with Steps, and to be honest, this is more of, like a celebration, a nod to my solo days. And actually, some of the tracks were lost, and this is why I'm showing my age. But some of the tracks that I co-wrote with people like Chicane, who I'm big fans of, the track kind of went missing for 20 years, because it was
Gosh.
before the times where I didn't have my iPhone and technology and things like that in the same way that I have now. So now I save everything, photos, videos, it's all there. But yeah, some of the tracks actually were kind of lost in time. So it's really special. We've spent a lot of time with my management tracking them down. And the fans over the years have been asking. For example, there's a track I wrote with Chicane called Burnt Out and Falling, and the fans have only really heard, say, like a chorus or a sample, so they really wanted to hear that whole track in full, and so did I. I've not heard it since I'd recorded it. So yeah, there's some special nuggets on there, and I think there's definitely something for everyone on the album. And yes, it's available to pre-order now, as you said. So it's all very exciting.
Brilliant. Oh, it'd be great for the fans to hear some new stuff then. That's fab.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, thank you.
And you're also going to be performing live at this year's Mighty Hoopla Festival in June.
That's right, on the 3rd of June in London. And the exciting thing is, this time last year, Steps were headlining at the same festival. So I know all about Mighty Hoopla. It's a really fantastic and colourful festival, where everybody can come, and just be themselves and just let their hair down. And I think everybody's on the same side, and it's really lovely to see. So this year, as you said, I'll be there back at Mighty Hoopla again on the 3rd of June in London. Yes, I'm really looking forward to doing a solo show there, and a nod to Steps. I have to put a couple of those in.
Great. And
Yeah.
is there any big dates coming up for Steps as well this year?
Do you know what? I can announce this actually, because it's been announced now. But Steps are also, we're headlining one of the biggest Pride festivals, which is Brighton Pride. And I believe that's the 6th of August. So we're really looking forward to that. And me and the guys, we've got a WhatsApp group. And so, we were speaking today even, and planning how our set might look, and costumes and all that. Is just so exciting. And then I also have another show myself in August, which has not been announced yet. So I can't say too much about that. And that's been announced tomorrow. But yes, it's all good. It's all exciting, and looking forward to a fun summer ahead. And if anyone's in the UK or London or Brighton way, please come and support us.
Yeah,
And actually,
definitely.
I'd love to come to Spain. I want to come and do a show for you all there, because
Oh, that would be great.
we're often out there, and my family are out there at the minute, actually, all celebrating my brother's birthday. So
Oh,
I can't be
nice.
there this time. But yeah, hi if they're listening.
Oh, well, do get in touch when you're next here. It'll be lovely to catch up.
I will, Hannah. I'll definitely come and see you for a coffee and a catch up.
That would be
That's a promise.
great. And how are you doing kind of day to day? How's the family? How's life?
They're great. They're great. Thank you. I think we live in Dubai, and we own a performing arts school out here. Myself and Johnny. called Dubai Performing Arts Academy. So we're known as DPA. So we're really busy day to day running our dance and performing school, passing on our expertise and, everything we've learned back onto the children and talent of tomorrow. So that's very exciting. Our son Jaden just played Billy Elliot in the West End.
Oh.
So the children are, following in our footsteps, which is lovely.
Oh, that must be so wonderful to see.
It is. I can't. It's nerve-wracking being in the audience, waiting for the curtain to go up, and there's your little boy. It's lovely.
Oh, and great being able to pass it on to other kids as well in the performing arts school. It must be really joyful seeing it all.
It is. It's so rewarding. And actually, speaking of that, I've just had a wonderful charity trip to India where I was teaching dance to the children there, and some of them have difficult challenges there. So it was really lovely to be able to give something back. And I'm working on a new charity project actually, because I just think I've got a skill set there. I love children. I love giving back, and it means a lot to me. So that's something else that's keeping me busy right now.
Yeah, I bet. Well, if people want to get a copy of the album Never or Now, it's due for release in August, but you can pre-order it at plasticpop.co.uk. And Lisa's going to be at the Mighty Hoopla Festival on June the 3rd in London, and Steps headlining Brighton Pride on the Sunday, the 6th of August. And of course, that's the Ultimate collection of Steps is out as well, so people can get that if they haven't already.
Oh, bless you. It's a lot of information. I was just going to say that all the links are on my Instagram, actually, Lisa Scott Lee 1. So if it's a lot to take in, but if anybody wants any more information, head over to there, and in my bio, all the links to all of the Steps info and my info's there as well. So we'll look forward to seeing you all soon. And thank you so much, Hannah. It's great to talk to you again.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Lisa Scott Lee, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Hannah. Big love to everybody listening.